Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Exam Study Zone. In this video, I am going to talk about the main differences between primary memory and secondary memory. So watch this video till the end. Let's get started. So what is primary memory? First we need to know what is primary memory. Primary memory, also called main memory, refers to the storage directly accessible by the CPU, means central processing unit, such as RAM, means random access memory. It is fast, volatile and temporary, meaning data is lost when the power is turned off. It is used to store data that is currently being processed. Whereas what is secondary memory? Secondary memory refers to external storage devices like hard drives, SSDs and CDs. It is slower, non-volatile and permanent, meaning data is retained even after the system is powered off. It is used for long-term data storage. So friends, let's talk about the difference between primary memory and secondary memory. So here's a detailed point by point comparison between primary and secondary memory. So first one is speed. When we talk about primary memory, faster because it is directly connected to the CPU via the system bus. It provides rapid access to data and instructions the CPU needs while processing. Example: RAM means random access memory, cache memory. Cache is even faster than RAM as it's located closer to the CPU, means central processing unit. Whereas secondary memory is slower because it uses separate controllers and is not directly accessed by the CPU. The system retrieves data from secondary storage when it's needed but not in active use. Examples: hard disk drives, solid state drives, optical disk and USB drives. Second one is volatility. If we talk about primary memory is volatile memory, meaning the stored data is lost when the system is turned off or restarted. It requires constant power to retain information. Primary memory suitable for temporary storage of data and instructions currently being processed by the CPU. Whereas secondary memory is non-volatile memory because it retains data even when the power is turned off. It is designed for permanent storage of data. Secondary memory is ideal for long-term storage of programs, files and user data. Third one is storage capacity. Primary memory has a limited capacity, typically ranging from a few gigabytes to tens of gigabytes. The amount of primary memory directly impacts how many tasks the CPU can handle simultaneously. Expanding primary memory is expensive, but it improves the system's multitasking ability and speed. Whereas secondary memory offers large storage capacity, typically ranging from hundreds of gigabytes to multiple terabytes or even petabytes. The large size makes it suitable for storing vast amounts of data, including operating systems, applications, documents, media files, etc. Fourth one is cost. Primary memory more expensive per unit of storage. For instance, RAM cost more per GB compared to secondary storage. The higher cost is due to the faster access speeds and more advanced technologies involved in manufacturing memory modules. Whereas secondary memory is less expensive per unit of storage. HDDs and SSDs offer large capacities at a lower cost compared to RAM. This affordability makes it practical to store large amount of data permanently. Fifth one is purpose. Primary memory is used to store data and instructions that are currently being executed by the CPU. It plays a critical role in the running and management of applications and system operations. Ensures that the CPU can quickly access the required data without delays. Whereas secondary memory is primarily for long-term data storage. All files, documents, software applications and backups are saved here. Secondary storage is also used to archive old data that is not currently in use but needs to be accessed later. Sixth one is types. When we talk about primary memory, first one is RAM, means random access memory, stores data temporarily for quick access by the CPU. Second one is cache memory, a smaller, faster type of memory that stores frequently accessed data for rapid CPU access. Whereas secondary memory, here is HDD, means hard disk drive, a traditional mechanical storage device that uses spinning disk to read write data. Second one is SSD, means solid state drive, a faster non-mechanical device that stores data in flash memory. Third one is optical disk, means CD DVD used for media and file storage. Fourth one is USB drives. This is portable, removable flash storage. Seventh one is access method. When we talk about the primary memory, random access means the CPU can directly access any memory location without reading the previous locations first. This allows for extremely fast data retrieval. Whereas secondary memory, sequential or direct access, means while SSDs offer faster direct access, traditional storage like HDDs often involve sequential access, meaning data is written in a sequence which can slow down operations. Eighth one is connection to CPU. When we talk about primary memory directly connected to the CPU via the system bus, this ensures high-speed communication between the CPU and the primary memory for real-time data processing. Whereas when we talk about the secondary memory not directly connected to the CPU, data must be loaded into primary memory, means RAM, first before it can be processed by the CPU, which is why access from secondary storage is slower. Last one is data life span. When we talk about primary memory designed for short-term data storage and immediate access, once the system is powered down, all the data in RAM is erased. Whereas secondary memory designed for long-term storage, data can be stored indefinitely until intentionally deleted or overwritten. So in summary, primary memory is fast, volatile and expensive, making it ideal for temporary real-time data access by the CPU. Secondary memory, though slower, non-volatile and cheaper, offers large storage for long-term use. Both types are essential for efficient computer operations. So friends, that's for all today. I hope you understand. So friends, that's for all today. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching and have a good day.